today's the day. April 16th, all the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toys should be hitting the stores. So we're gonna head to Smith's because Toys R Us is bust. The Smith's should be the next best thing. I would go to Asda because Asda is basically our equivalent of Walmart, and I know Walmart gets some exclusives, but we'll see how it goes. If we hit up Smith's and Smith's has everything, well, we don't need to go anywhere else, do we? Let's get this movable feast underway! Boop, 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 boop. That camera is not staying there. There is no way that camera is staying there this whole way. There it is. Well, guess where we are? Yes. I am an oversized kid, aren't I? Also, you want to see how busy it is? Yeah. Yeah, it's that busy. Fingers crossed, let's find something. Indo Raptor, the Thrasher T-Rex. Some of the toys. We got, ooh, mystery bags. We got the baby T-Rex from the Lost World, I think this is. And here we go. Here, ooh. So this is the Legacy range. The Legacy range has this sort of terrible, oh my god, that radio. So you got one Metrocanthosaurus, one Allosaurus, another Met, a Triceratops, one Baryonyx, and that's like all they have out. Like behind that, there is nothing else. But this is the one. This is the one. This is the Indo Raptor. I just realized, hold on, you got like a Legacy version, and then you've got the Thrasher T-Rex. Oh god. Oh, there you go. There's the G-Class. There's the G-Wagon. Yeah. So we got the Velociraptor here as well. This looks like it's a Legacy range, so this is definitely the one that's... Is it open its mouth? There you go. So this is the one from the Lost World, I would imagine. It's a shame because they could have done like more of a tiger stripe, but what are you gonna do? Also, I just noticed hiding behind all of these, they come with like the cage restraints that they did with the Lost World. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even notice that. Well, at least the baby one does. And there it is, all the way behind here. Pachycephalosaurus. Oh, hold on. And I think we may have a Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon? Yeah, could do. It's got the flappy flaps. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and if anybody's thinking about picking up one of these, that one. If you haven't seen my video, this one is definitely the better of all of them, like the Velociraptor and the Dilophosaurus, I think that's just hiding behind there. Definitely pick up Dimorphodon. I'd like to say that I was like fussed about the matchboxes, but I'm not really. I'm more fussed about this sort of thing. And this, I love the packaging. You've got like a destroyed cage, and then you just like move it up and down, and then there's like the whole biting action. That's really cool. But I didn't know there was like 3 varieties of T-Rex. You've got this one, and then you got the super colossal one. So, we're back in the car again, but we don't have copyrighted radio music playing above us. It was like literally right above the stand, so I was like, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to put that in. But we did find loads of stuff. I'm going to be going to Toys R Us after, well, right now, because Toys R Us, as you know, is all bankrupt and is disappearing from our lives and the stores and shelves and everything. But apparently the one I'm going to go to is closing the end of this week. So that's the end of an era. That's like literally the only Toys R Us that's really here. But they didn't have any super colossal T-Rex, didn't have any super colossal mosasaur. So what I was hoping for, we had stuff like this is the Legacy set. So if you can get like a closer look at that. This is the Pachycephalosaurus, which I think if you swim, yeah, there you go. Oh, did I just break it? Oh, that's great. It has a little coil action and then bam. Oh, that's awesome. I knew we wouldn't get anything as good as, you know, the Pachycephalosaurus from the Lost World line. I really like the colouring on it. But I'll save that. I'll save the review. He may be my favourite out of this range, definitely, like Lost World. We had like 2 T-Rexes. So this is the one I was really looking forward to. Looks exactly like I saw waving hello. Hello! Yes, I know. Has twistable feet. This is the one that like they showed off at the toy fair that could do all those actions, which is really good. So like you move the tail up and down, it'll pick up like the human figures and sort of shake them about like that. You can play this with anything. This is probably the one that's more in scale with the human characters, I would imagine. But weirdly enough, there was another T-Rex. This T-Rex is the Jurassic World Legacy set. Very strange, but I mean, it seems to be the same. You've got some cool articulation with the arm there, can go round. This one retails at £20, so it's half the price actually, because it's not electronic. But it has this cool like xenomorph action. And the fact, you can see its tongue there, it's like, whoa! Yeah, dead strange. So we have 3 T-Rexes so far. That's not including the dino damage variants. If you really wanted that. If you're a collector, you're gonna end up with like 5 or 6 T-Rexes. But yeah, if this legacy range, that's all the stock that this Smith's had at the moment. So apparently they're getting more in tomorrow, which I'll probably come back for, see what they got. But you got like the little Alan Grant there, the Rob Muldoon, which is supposed to be part of the legacy set, but it's not there at the moment. This T-Rex looks a lot friendlier than the other one. The Indo Raptor, yeah, the villain, the new dinosaur in the franchise. And like it was just moving its head in the box there. Like you can't really see it, but its head does move and articulate. But it's quite stiff. Like it's really, you know when they say, because that's what it's marketed itself as, very poseable, and its joints are, they're quite hard to move. So posing it isn't gonna be where it's over time it's gonna loosen and it's just gonna go blip. It's like there's some strength in that. Like you can pose like tiny fractions of the jaw. So if anybody wanted to do stop motion stuff with this sort of toy, it's definitely possible. The only one that's blue instead of orange like the rest of it, because I'm guessing this is like the Lockwood Manor, and you've got like the back of the box, yeah. So we're about to head off to Rip Toys R Us. Probably gonna then head off to Asda's and well, let's see how it goes, and we'll probably head to town and do some shopping there. There's a million of toys all under one roof. It's called Bankrupt. I'm sorry, that was too soon. Well, we're here. And if you can just make out, it says closing down up to 70% off, last 5 days. So this is gonna be the last time I ever come to this store. I don't really have many memories of it. So the first time I came to it, it was when I was looking for Jurassic Park 3 toys. Back in 2001, I think it was. I don't have like much nostalgia for it, but I remember going in there and being like, oh my god, there's so many toys. And then looking at the bottom and okay, she's decided to drive away. She's like, that freak's recording! And even then, back then, the Jurassic Park 3 toys were tucked away in the bottom, underneath almost everything else. So let's see what we can find in the last Toys R Us that's gonna be around in Newcastle ever. Oh, that's horrible to say. Let's go. In we go. See, I'm recording this for prosperity now, I feel. We're recording like an antique. The actual store itself this time. Oh, there it is. Oh wow. Actually half the store is gone. It's just cleared out completely. All of it. Oh. There is nothing here. It might as well have been closed down. Jeez, that's depressing. Well, let's try and find some dinosaur toys. It's probably the closest we're gonna get to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in this store anyway. Yeah, it looks like they didn't, they never got any Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom stock in the UK anyway, before they closed down. Seeing shelves that were once like filled with toys now just empty, and the only people in it in their last ditch attempts to get some sort of deal. And it honestly doesn't look like they've had new stock for God knows how long. It's got 5 days left. It's been closing down for ages, and there's still loads of like Force Awakens stuff there. Stuff that's over 3 years old. Toys R Us went bankrupt for loads of reasons, but some of them warranted, I suppose. Onwards to town and into more toys! So we've arrived at Phoenix in town, and they've actually just started putting out the Jurassic World sets now. So they're in like a big box, and the shelf that they're going to be on is completely blank. Also the Lego sets as well, they're here. they're also still being tagged. So they're a little bit slow, or I'm too early. So I'm just gonna wait for them to do their thing. Also, there's a huge Schleich dinosaur here. Now I wait, like an impatient child. This is it at the moment. Still being put out. Indo Raptor, the Thrash T-Rex, blue claws and other things. So this is what they've got at Phoenix. There's no big Lockwood set, but they do have like the Carnotaurus, Sticky Moloch, a Pteranodon, and I think, is that blue? It is blue, but they've changed blue for some reason. It's not the blue from the originals, so that's dead weird. Why? And the T-Rex comes in like the juvenile junior set, so. And then you've got a random green raptor there for that one. So they're still in the process of putting it together, but they have the Carnotaurus and the Stego. Apart from that, I think I've pretty much got everything. I don't really want these, if I gotta be honest. Or maybe I should, who knows. I should unbox every video with those. But yeah, it seems like the only things missing is the huge Mosasaur, the huge T-Rex, and a lot of the legacy range. So I don't know where the hell to get those from. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick up these two. 100%, as well as the Lego sets. Just wanna like test it. Oh, that is such a good action feature. But I actually already have a dinosaur toy that has that, so it'd be interesting to compare the two. Well, this is the haul after day one. Not too shabby at all. So we've got the Thrash and Throw T-Rex. I was really hoping to pick that up. Definitely the Carnotaurus. I was actually worried I wasn't going to get that. We got that at Phoenix. It was the only place that had it. As well as the Stegosaurus with its little like, look at that, with its tail feature going. Look all the little joints in there. There it is. So we click that little plate up here. You get this really cool lifelike sort of swing, like the if you look from above, the Thagomizer really does flick out at the end because of all those joints, so that's really good. And then you got the Carnotaurus's awesome bite, and he even closes his mouth as well. But that is not unique. That is not like the first dinosaur toy I've had, or well, that I've seen that has that. And when I unbox that, I'm definitely going to address that. I actually still have it. These right here are the rarest of the rare. Only Smiths seem to have these, and they didn't have too many of them. And I think they only had one of these Pteranodons. So it is definitely, if we get a good close-up look at that, yeah, look at that. That is the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon. That looks so cool. It's got like loads of detail, even in the mouth. I think you can probably open the mouth a little bit. I'm really not too sure. I also don't want to break it either. But you get like a little flapping motion there. So that's quite nice. That's definitely going to look nice alongside the Morphodon. But all of these are £10. Oh, okay. We're going to autofocus. There we go. So one thing I wanted to address was that these are £10, and that costs exactly the same as the other ones we unboxed on the channel. And I've got to admit, the size and quality of these ones, especially the paint job, if we get a good look at the raptor's face. Ooh, hold on, there you go. That's way better than the other toys, especially like they also do have, you know, their own articulation, like you can close and but the head tilts as well. Like you've got another little bit of articulation there, so you can move the head. Can you rotate the tail? I'm not too sure, but you've got like posability in the arms. They are like a similar plastic, like the really floppy one, but you can actually move the arm instead of it just stuck in one position. And even the baby T-Rex, you have that sort of articulation there. I love this. Like, why did they decide to put that in? Like, I gotta admit, in comparison to the other one, ooh, does he have an action? Oh, it's the tail. Oh, except for the raptor doesn't have that. But this guy, or whatever that annoying sound was that it made. I love how it comes with some of the capture equipment there to keep its mouth closed. And I guess, break it off? Do you do that? Oh, I don't know. But that's just a nice little touch there. And oh, here you go. So you got that. The Pachycephalosaurus. You've got that. That is a lovely emotion there. This blows Hasbro toys out of the water, 100%. Like, all of these legacies alone, that's all you need to do. That's it. But then also up here, this is the first one that I'm going to sort of do a review of because, my God, it looks beautiful. And it's what everybody's waiting to see, is the Indo Raptor. $29.99, there you go. So he's about as expensive. He's a little bit more expensive than Toast and not as expensive as the Thrash or T-Rex. But not only did we get that, also in the Legacy set is this thing, which I really didn't expect at 20 quid. So it's the cheaper of the Rexes. So you've got like the Super Colossal, which is, you know, upstairs, a huge one. You've got this one, which is a Thrash and Throw, and then you've got this one. So they slowly get smaller, but because they're sculpt and stuff, and it's posable, so you can move the head up and down. But I love that alien tongue. That's great. Arms don't have the outwards articulation, but they have the up and down, as well as the detachable tail. Again, not really a fan of the Jurassic World Legacy like packaging. Well, the packaging's fine, it's the art. I just don't like this. They could have done so much more. There's been better made graphics than anything. And this is just like the T-Rex that was in the Jurassic World promotional art. So they just plonked a few things together. I feel like they could have done so much more. This is the Legacy. It's spanning over all of the franchise. This is Lost World. That's also Lost World. So is the Pachycephalosaurus. But this is Jurassic Park 3. And this is Jurassic Park. I'd imagine it's Rexy before, because even on the neck, there's no scars on her at all. So yeah, like a really good turnout. I didn't think we did too bad at all, to be honest. Yeah, I thought that I was going to get a lot more. But after realizing that Toys R Us is now basically gone, as well as all the Legos. Sorry, I didn't even mention the Legos. Yes, we've got this. This is the Pteranodon set, which has like Owen Grady with an egg, like running away from some sort of ACU trying to catch a Pteranodon. So I don't know if, I mean, Lego do amazing work, so that's why that's why we've definitely picked this up, because that's one thing that they didn't disappoint last year. Oh, sorry, 3 years ago. Was the fact that they did a great job with the Jurassic World Legos, and even there, look at that. Look at the little egg there. These are hinting towards something in the movie that hasn't been touched upon, is the eggs and this baby dinosaur. Now you got the Sticky Moloch with Dr. Wu in some sort of testing. So there's Dr. Wu, and then more eggs tumbling there.
Eggs.
I really don't like, he's working on an egg. So is he making these new dinosaurs? And then you've got like a Sticky Moloch enclosure. You can knock Dr. Wu's mug off the thingy. Here you go. There's a better version of the Carnotaurus, the Indo Raptor, blue Sticky Moloch, the Pteranodon, and the baby dino. So we have all of those except for the Indo Raptor. But I'll probably, I'm going to go back to Smith's tomorrow, because they said that they're going to get more stuff in. So I'm hoping that the colossal mosasaur will be in there, and maybe, because I want to see some human figures. I know they're out there. I think if you live in America, it's way easier. They've got like loads more selection. But here, there you go. This is new. You've got like a gun that shoots out loads of bullets, a helicopter, and I've now sort of sussed why they've done Blue as a different Raptor, and that's because if Blue was the same Raptor, you'd just be buying, if you bought the last, 2015 set, you'd just be buying the same Raptor again. So at least this time, you're getting a different one. And there's Owen Grady with an egg again! I don't know what he's doing there. He's got something, oh god, there you go. Something to shoot at Blue. I'm really not too sure what that is. And you've also got this new character who I think meets his end at the Indo Raptor, actually, because that was shown in the trailer where it roars at him. And also, I think he gets pulled off screen as well, maybe? Something like that. And, well, I guess this one's the second biggest. Is the Toast Set, yeah! Which has the gyrosphere with, I'm guessing, some, these like volcanic rocks falling down. And it gets launched out. And with this one, you get Franklin Webb, which is Justin Smith's character. The baby dino, which could be a baby Carnotaurus. Maybe this gyrosphere is where the Carnotaurus has made its nest. And that's why you've got like a baby Carnotaurus there. And then you've got Claire Dearing and Owen Grady. But the only way to get Owen Grady in his like regular sort of costume is with the junior set, the junior Lego set. This one's quite expensive. This one's 60 quid. So I'm imagining that the Indo Raptor set is gonna be the £100. You've got some sort of weird gyrosphere vehicle there, and then a little capture set. Of course, Carnotaurus, which looks massive. It's basically just the T-Rex with a different head, but they've added some more spikes to the back of it. And then you go, there you go, there's the nest. So maybe they're collecting eggs or something. I mean, it's a dinosaur protection group, right? So they're gonna be just doing something like that. But yeah, guys, that was my toy hunt. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna continue to see if I can find anything more, because I know there's other stuff out there. But if you enjoyed this video, of course these will all be unboxed on the channel. I just wanted to do like a little going out, trying to get them all. And the first one, probably tonight, will be that Indo Raptor right there. Because that looks awesome and we want to see it, don't we? Yes. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.